Welcome to the Wally Show Aftercast. All the stuff we did not get to during the course of the show today. And we will get to weekend plans later on. I mean, one of mine will just be surviving the weekend. Betty Rock told me we're supposed to have massive tornadoes around our area.
I said massive storms with the possibility of tornadoes.
Well, Ginger Z thinks there's going to be a tornado outbreak near us.
I hate this kind of weather. This is the perfect example of why I don't understand when people say, "Oh, I just love spring."
Yeah.
Why? Give me a good reason why. Because my car is supposed to be navy blue. It's green.
Oh, yeah,
because
the
of the pollen.
Yeah.
And now we've got tornadoes coming. There is no redeeming quality in spring.
It always happens during that time, that changeover where you're going from really cold to warm. And it's like, it's all of a sudden like, oh, yeah, this weekend you're going to have tornadoes and stuff.
I had to turn my AC on yesterday.
Yeah.
It got up to 72.
Got a ceiling fan on, so,
Crazy.
I mean, I love that time of year, but yeah, I don't like what comes with it. April, what is it?
April
showers bring May flowers. It's like, no, April tornadoes bring disaster. Sorry, I don't mean to be the prophet of doom, but I know. I don't like tornadoes.
You used to make fun of me.
Yes, but I mean, I never liked them. I don't like earthquakes and tornadoes. Tornadoes, because you just don't know where they're going. They're so unpredictable. And I mean, and things happen fast, but I don't like hunkering down just waiting for something to happen. I hate that. That's why I go outside, I look around. I'm in the front yard. I could be getting the end around and hit by a tornado from the backyard.
That doesn't make sense.
I know, but I don't like to just be sitting there waiting.
You could see better on your phone as you're watching the news. Like they actually have equipment that is visually capable of showing you
they get it
where
near
the storm
you. Yeah, they get it near you.
It puts you out of danger. Instead, you're choosing to put your life in jeopardy just because you're bored.
I don't like sitting in that tiny little closet.
So dumb.
And just like going, oh, what's that noise? Oh, what's that noise? That is worse than the known. Like if I see one, I'll be like, oh, wow, holy snap, that's crazy. And like I'd start running to get into the house,
But see, if you stay in the closet and you watch on your phone, you don't have to do either of those.
Yeah.
Like you don't have to run. You don't have to be caught up in the storm. Haven't you seen Twister?
I have seen Twister.
Haven't you seen the cow in Twister?
I have seen the cow in Twister. Unfortunately, I'm not quite a cow.
We got another cow.
Yeah, I guess they are heavier than me. Yeah,
Here's hoping.
Yeah, I know. Thanks. My wife hates those storms as well, and like she starts hearing the news things for them and the warnings and stuff, and she's headed to the bathroom. Like
Is she already? Does she know about these?
I did. I told her last night. I'm like, hey, just so you know, I love you, and if we don't make it, I love you.
Gosh. You make it worse.
I do make it worse.
She doesn't have to just worry about the tornadoes. She has to worry about you being an idiot.
Because then I'm like, well, look at the bright side. She's like, no, not Saturday. I said, look at the bright side. You're flying out on Sunday. And so, like, all the bad stuff is gone.
Right?
Like, if you had to fly in that,
that'd be horrible.
Woo, holy moly.
Yeah, I wouldn't do it.
And so I'm like, the storms will be gone and through. And then usually after that, the weather gets better, And so you're flying. So, yeah, she's gone for a week. So I'm on vacation next week. It's a working vacation. I'll still be here every day.
I'm live texting her right now. He said he's on vacation.
I get to get more stuff done when she's gone. And I was figuring out what it is. It's because you don't have to navigate time with another person.
Do you think she feels the same way?
No, she's awesome. Like, she's like, I love our time together. And I do love our time together, but
not enough.
No, there's things that I like. She doesn't like to do a lot of things like outside the house or whatever. And so for me, like, I'd rather be in my garage building something. But for her, she's like, oh, let's watch TV together, And so she wants that time together there like that. And so when she's gone, I don't do that. And so I instead of watching TV for 3 hours at night, I'm making something, which is something I like to do. So it works out good. We both get that little bit of a break to do some things we like. Like, she's going to be at Disney with our daughter, and like
she's going to be doing just fine.
Oh yeah, she's fine. She won't think twice about me.
Wait, then she's going again in May, right? When we go to Momentum?
Yes. Yeah. Oh, you can't keep this lady out of Disney.
Is it every 2 months, would you say?
About that, yeah. She has a pass.
And she never gets sick of it?
No, not at all.
I would think once you've seen it all, what is left to look at?
Here's what I'm coming down on. Yeah, because we've been there a million times. She does the same thing. She has the same patterns predominantly.
I don't get it.
I know. I understand that you don't get it because I don't always get it either. We have a trip planned for September too, to go down and stay at the new Polynesian resort because we have DVC, and so we use our DVC points, and so we have passes in DVC. So it's like you feel, I mean, you're paying for all that stuff up front, but you feel like, oh, it's free vacation because it's not. It's girl mathing.
Well, at least you realize it.
But I will say this: the thing that I've learned about this is when we go there, I enjoy it. I'm so relaxed. I think that she likes it too because I'm relaxed. And I like the environment of it. I don't even have to ride rides anymore. Like, I don't really care about that. I like walking through the parks. I like being with her and, riding the Skyliner and stuff. Like, I don't have like before we used to go, we had to ride everything when like Haley was little. And now it's like you just go because it feels good. And I think that's why she likes it. Every place she goes at Disney makes her happy. And so like for me, I'm like, okay, well, then it truly is the happiest place on earth for you. That's great. And you love that. And so I'll do that. Like my buddy Greg could not understand why we spent money on the Disney Vacation Club because he wants to do vacations everywhere else. And he's like, you're just going to feel like you need to go to to Disney. And I'm like, no, we'll still do other things. I was wrong. We still go to Disney 5 times a year or whatever, So I think that will wane, but that was more of an investment too in the future because Haley will get it for her kids, and she'll use the points for her kids and we'll do like grandkid stuff and everything. So
she'll buy them?
No, she's already on the lease. We put her on the lease.
Oh, so you're taking that back, what you just said.
No, she'll get it. Like when we die, she gets it, and the lease runs out when she's 74. Like, so she'll have it for her whole kid's lifetime.
So you bought it for her when she was tiny. This means that she can go to Disney whenever she wants?
We bought it for us, okay? Like for the vacation club.
But once you both die, then it gets handed off to her.
It's a willable deed.
Got it. But what I'm saying is, it's kind of like baseball tickets, like in the dugout or whatever that people just...
Season tickets?
Pass on. Yeah, they pass onto. Okay, no, what I'm saying is you were saying... When Haley has kids, she's going to buy this for the kids, and we'll do things with the grandkids. Do you see where I'm going?
Yeah, she won't buy it. No, what she'll do is like, say we have 300 points to use for the year at different things. When she has grandkids, it will be like, oh, good, let's go to Disney. We'll do the points and get like the 2-bedroom place and stuff like that. So yeah, it's still coming out of ours. But the points renew every year. But you're just going to do the 300
points? That's all you're
you can't
giving
do more.
To the situation?
You can't do more unless you buy them.
Does that buy the Mickey ears for your grandson or your granddaughter?
Has nothing to do with that.
Does it buy the little magic wand for them?
That's all extra.
Marty is going to go crazy.
The points
that
are
baby
just...
will be decked out.
Oh, 100%.
You will cease to exist, sir.
Yeah, 100%. The points are just for your hotel stay. Like, you still have to pay to get into the park. You got to pay for everything else. Yeah, that's literally...
So Haley could say, I wish I could take the grandkids to Disney, but... We just can't afford it this year.
Can we use some points? Yeah, can we use some points? It's kind of like when you have an uncle with a timeshare, like, hey, can we use your timeshare in Hawaii? Same exact thing.
When she goes to Disney with the grandkids, Marty's going to be like, babe.
Oh, we'll go.
I want to go.
Oh, absolutely. And if Daddy's still working to pay for all this stuff, he'll just have to see pictures on Facebook.
Hey, that brings me to my next topic that I want to talk about, Boeing. If you have heard anything about Boeing jets,
they're
they
great.
are the absolute...
Don't fear flying them.
They are absolute
In fact,
worst.
invest in that company.
Like, they are literally flying balls of fire. Every time there's a story. It's so great to watch a story of when a Boeing goes up in smoke.
The only thing I can figure is, because that's shocking footage of that plane where people had to stand on the wing. The only thing I can figure, it's because there's so many Boeings flying that's why they bring it up all the time.
Is that what you're figuring?
Because what other jets are out? There's a few other jet companies, but like they never seem to make an issue of it when it's another jet. They never, like some other jet has a problem and they never even say what company is. But when it's Boeing, like Boeing jets.
And the reason that I like to talk about it is because Wally has stock in Boeing, and so his money plummets when the planes plummet. His funds
it's bad. And like you find it funny that I'm losing a bunch of money. That's my retirement money. But the reality is, it's like that just means I got to work longer with you. So like, laugh it up, fuzzball. Like I'm gonna be here longer now because of that. So you're stuck
Boeing
with me.
Is the worst.
Yeah, you're stuck with me, kid. What do you got for this Friday Aftercast?
All right, so I was reading this article where people were sharing the weird things their spouse does, and after reading most of them, it's made me be thankful for being single because a lot of these things I would not be able to tolerate.
I got that.
The first one, this wouldn't bother me so much. It's just odd. This woman claims that her husband sleeps like a vampire. So he sleeps on his back, arms straight to his side or folded on his chest, and he doesn't change positions.
All night.
That's weird.
That is crazy, yeah.
That's a little weird.
Yeah, like I flip and flop and I can't ever get comfortable. I do sleep with my arms above my head a lot. And that's like, I have shoulder issues.
Yeah, that would hurt your shoulders.
Right, I have shoulder issues. And some nights when I've like had trouble sleeping and I've been all over the place, I wake up and my shoulders just hurt. But I can't monitor how I sleep unless like I was to be strapped down or something like that. Like I have no idea.
It's interesting. Another one, this woman claims that her husband is really bad about constantly opening the oven multiple times to check if something is ready.
Got to check it.
No, you're letting all the heat
I know,
out.
but you do it fast. And if you
turn the light of the oven on,
you can't see, it gets fuzzy.
Oh my word!
You open it real fast, and as you open it, you blow out. You go, and you blow the heat back in.
No, that is stupid logic. Another one, she said that her husband doesn't have a designated spot for his keys in his wallet. So every morning he's in a panic trying to find his keys in his wallet. No, you just put them in the same spot so that you're not constantly having to get anxiety in the morning trying to find them.
I do the same spot. I put everything in the same spot every time. And sometimes my wife will move things. And you're like, I can't find my keys. And she's like, oh, they're right over there. I'm like, well, why are they right over there? They're supposed to be right here. Like, why would we move these things? There's no reason for that, lady.
Another one. This is disgusting, and I don't know what I would do in this situation. One woman claims that her husband has a snot shirt.
Ooh.
So when he gets a cold, instead of having Kleenex, he just gets a spare shirt. And he claims that it's nicer and softer and bigger than Clorox.
Oh, that's
the Kleenex.
Gross. Yeah,
right?
that's gross.
Keeps it on his nightstand.
When you finally get married, you've been in your single situation for a while and you're very set in your ways.
Yeah.
This is going to be a challenge for you. I think you should marry a road guy.
So he's gone?
That's going to be on the road for a little bit, but is getting ready to wind down. And here's why. So you get married to this guy, and you're there, and you get all the joy while he's there for a few weeks, and then he's gone for a week, and then he comes home, and he's gone. So you get a little bit of your downtime and your alone time, and then you do that for a while, and then as he's winding down, then he starts coming off the road a little bit more, and you get to ease into that life. Because living with a guy when you have lived the way you want to live is really challenging. When you're in your 20s, you kind of figure it out, and you got to give each other a lot of grace. When you're like in your 30s, you're like, you're an idiot, you know. And so it'll be challenging. That'll be challenging for you.
Why do you do that?
Yeah,
that is the dumbest thing.
And that does not. And honestly, guys do not receive that well. Just so you know.
What?
Yeah. It doesn't matter how cute you are, not going to be received well.
This one irritates me just reading it. This man claims that his wife is really bad about leaving small amounts of food in their containers instead of finishing them off.
Oh, sure.
They do that here at work.
Yeah.
Like there will be a case of cookies, and all of them will get eaten by everybody except one.
No one wants to take the last one.
One will sit there for forever.
Everybody thinks they're being kind.
Just eat it.
Right.
It's not being kind.
They think they are. They do. They think they're being kind. Like, I don't want to take the last one.
But no one will. I think, I hear what you're saying, but you would think after years of doing this, we would learn the lesson that you're not being kind anymore.
Yeah.
You're just being lazy.
Yeah.
Finish it and throw it away.
Yeah. I do understand that. I'm somebody that, well, two reasons. One, either kind, or sometimes I'm like, oh, what's wrong with that one? Like everyone, no one touched that one. Like, what's wrong with that one? So that's why I don't want to eat it. Yeah. So I get that too. You got any birthdays?
Wait, is there one thing that Mardi does that is a weird habit that you don't get?
Oh, no, she's an angel. Like, that lady does nothing wrong. Like, she is so easy to live. No, she cannot make a stupid decision. Like, she gets paralyzed by choices. But then when you provide choices, she shoots them all down. Like that is a hard thing for me. And so I've stopped trying to play that game.
So then if she has to choose, let's say for some crazy reason, you have had your jaw wired shut.
Right.
You cannot communicate.
Right.
Your hands are tied.
Yeah.
I don't know. You've had surgery on your fingers and you can't write either. All you can do is blink and breathe.
Right.
Okay. Mardi has to make a decision on where y'all are going to eat. Because you can still eat.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just
somehow.
ride with me here.
Right.
What would you do in that scenario?
Kind of what I'm doing right now. I wouldn't go eat, and
You would just sit there and starve.
This is where I'm at. This is what I've been reduced to. Because she'll ask me this. She'll be like, "Hey, where do you want to go?" And I'll be like, "I don't know. Maybe we could do pizza. Ooh, I did pizza yesterday. Okay, let's do Moe's, because I don't even like Moe's, but I'll go to Moe's for her. But like if I throw out something she doesn't like, Red Lobster. I don't like Red Lobster. I know, that's kind of why I said it. But I thought maybe you'd be like a good person and let's go to Red Lobster once for me, because I go to Moe's all the time.
Right.
Doesn't work that way. And so when she can't make a decision, she used to, Joel, just tell me where you want. But I would be like, how about Wendy's? Oh, I don't really like Wendy's. Or I would say places that she likes. How about Zaxby's? Oh, their chicken was weird last time. I think it's off the list for a little bit. So I'm actually easier to deal with. I can go and I can find something to eat at almost any place. Maybe even a Thai place. I think I could find something to eat. But she cannot. And so I literally am just like, now I just go, no. I'm not telling you. You tell me where you want to go. I have no say in this whatsoever.
How does she handle it?
We're still working through it. I'm like.
Does she end up making a decision?
Yes, but it takes 25 minutes or 30 minutes.
Can you do this is what I do with my friends, because it's almost like you don't want to come across as rude and say, this is what I want to do. This is where I want to go. So what we do is one person will pick 3 places, and then the other person chooses from those 3 places.
Seems
Have
ingenious.
you tried that?
Yeah. And she'll shoot down all 3 places for some reason. Like, this is my problem. Like, I can't. And this is what I tell her. I said, love, I love you madly, but I can't keep doing this. Like, I can't. You just decide. And I'm going to be fine with anything, because I will truly be fine with anything.
Have you asked her why she does this?
It's just the way she is. She is trying to find a dress for Haley's wedding. She has now started finally buying dresses, trying them on at home, like getting them from Amazon or whatever. She bought 2 from Dillard's the other day. And there's been 2 dresses that I'm like, fantastic. Each of those, actually there's been about 3 or 4. You look stellar in those. I love it. Any one of those is good. I don't think I like them. And so, she cannot make a decision on this, and she's asking all these people all this input, and I said, honey, wear sweatpants. I think you're going to end up wearing sweatpants. I really do. I said I can't comment on this anymore.
Has she always been this way?
Yes. It's gotten worse as she's gotten older, but I'm like, honey, I cannot comment on this anymore, because you're not listening to me.
Yeah.
Like, if you were listening to me when I've told you 4 dresses are stunning on you,
right,
but somehow that's not enough. So you obviously don't value what I have to say, and I don't mean that in a bad way, but you obviously, that's not a deciding factor. So if the deciding factor is how you feel in the dress, which it should be, then
don't ask.
Don't ask me.
Yeah.
I can't. If you find a dress that you feel good in, just say I'm getting that.
Yeah.
Like, that's great. I will celebrate with you, But stop bringing me into this conversation.
Yeah.
And I say it about that intensity too. I'm just done with it, man.
And then she starts crying.
No, she's pretty good about that. Like, she's pretty tough, but I'm like, she knows she's indecisive. She's like,
that's the hallmark sign of a 9, a peacemaker.
And you guys are both 9s, yeah.
I think, though, that I feel like I would.
You're
I
a wing
find
8, though, because you can make a
decision.
Yeah. There are certain things you make decisions about, like, super fast and super, like,
usually
hard.
Food.
Oh, 100%.
Like, I don't need to talk about it.
Yep.
I know where I want to go.
Yeah.
That's
and
why
I
don't understand where women in general are known to be the ones that are indecisive. Oh, I don't know where I want to go eat. I know exactly where I want to go. I'll give you 3 places and you choose from those.
Yeah. And when it's time to eat, you're like, we're doing this now.
30-minute countdown.
If that.
It's the final countdown.
If that. All right, let's do some weekend plans. Haven't gone weekend plans.
You didn't ask me if I had any birthdays.
Birthday. No.
Alma wants to wish Francisco,
that's fun to say.
a happy birthday. Said he is my son and he is turning 17.
Nice. Happy birthday.
He's a great big brother to his 3 younger siblings. I'm very proud of him for the awesome young man he has become. Happy birthday, Franny. Fantastic. Okay. Weekend plans.
Gonna survive. That's my goal.
Well, you try and stay out of the tornado's path.
I will not. But then I'm gonna try. I'm building a new desk to complement the desk that I bought. We had some potties ask about it, so I did shoot a video Betty Rock's going to post.
Yes, you can actually see it. Give me a minute because I got some things to do. But I'm going to post it eventually on our potty group. If you haven't joined the potty group, definitely do that. Text potty, PODDIE, to 91979.
I really wasn't sure. I was on the fence about buying the desk because I've made all 3 desks in our office.
You know what?
What?
I want to stop you right there.
Yeah.
You have gone on and on about Mardi and how she can't make a decision.
Yeah.
You, sir. Hello, kettle.
What?
Because you can't make a decision with Facebook Marketplace.
That is true.
You will sit there and just go back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And then someone buys it, and then you get angry about it.
The reason why, most times that I'm trying to buy something, it's like I've been like, one time I wanted something that I knew I was going to leave the country. So what I should do is go, hey, I'd like to buy this. Can I buy it now and pick it up later? But then I don't know if I want to see it before I buy it. So because I'm buying like tools and things like that are bigger purchases. You can't go and see it
and then pay for it and then say I'll pick it up later.
Right? Yeah. A lot of times, like I don't have that time when something comes up. So that's part of the indecision.
Yeah.
Some of it is like. I can't make up my mind. Do I really need to buy this kind of thing? So yeah, I do get paralyzed a little bit by that as well. So you're right, I'm a hypocrite. We know that.
But I think the difference is that you buy big item things, whereas I do more smaller things, and it's like, well, it is
right.
What it is.
If I lose $5 on this puzzle, not a big deal. But if I'm spending $900 on a saw, I want to make sure that it's right. You know.
Yeah.
So I get that. Back to weekend plans. So I'm gonna try to build a complement desk to the desk I bought, but I really wasn't sure about buying the desk because I loved that I had built all the desks in our office, and this is one that now I'll be like, oh, I built this one, and I built Betty Rock's desk, and I didn't build this one. So I'm gonna build a complement desk to it for my side desk, so that at least I'll have that in there. So that's gonna be my weekend and maybe week plan after Mardi leaves.
Okay. All right.
And I get to weld. I'm really excited about that.
You and Sasha. Weekend plans for me. I am going out to eat with my mom and dad today. We are going to Catfish Camp.
Yeah,
one of the
are.
best. Gonna get home before the storms hit, which should be late tonight and into all day tomorrow. Tomorrow, I think I'm gonna work on some work stuff. We've got that women's event and I need to work some more on that. So I think that's gonna just be a chill day with me working. And then Sunday is church. And then Monday we're back here. And hopefully Gavin will be too.
He should be. Yeah, he told me he would be back. It was just spring break, so the sitter at the church that watches their kids was off. And so he'll be back. So that's why he was out. He's not sick. His kid's not sick. Everything's actually good for him. But he has more vacation days than his wife, so he took the time off, took the hit.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what? That's going to have to do it for our Friday Aftercast. And as always, thanks for being a potty.
Growing up in poverty has never been easy for children, but with the added challenges of the pandemic, conflict, and natural disasters, families around the world are facing an unprecedented food crisis. Unfortunately, those who are already hungry are now even more desperate. But by sponsoring a child through compassion, you can help provide life-sustaining essentials such as food and clean water. And with your compassionate support, that child can not only survive, but also flourish. You can find out how and choose a child to sponsor when you click on the compassion banner at wayfm.com.